Okay, awesome, you're here. I'm proud of you, my friend. It's very important to take this time to invest in yourself. By doing this, you are guaranteed to become part of the elite few that will take their success to a whole new level. So I know by now you are probably at the edge of your seat with excitement, wanting to get into the actual methods for generating loads of cash on demand. But before we do that, I just want to let you know that this video is only going to be available for a limited time. So I suggest that you get rid of all distractions and become fully focused, as the methods that I will be sharing with you will be paramount to your success, and you need to be fully attentive. Okay, so let's get started. So I'll be using a particular website to implement these methods. At the time of making this video, this particular website is the number 2 most visited website after Google, and is probably number 1 by the time you watch this. So what is the website that I'm talking about? Facebook. Yes, my friend, most people don't realize how powerful Facebook is as a marketing platform. And that's because the majority of people out there don't know the strategy of the methods that I'll be teaching you. And I guarantee you, this is going to put you way ahead of the game. With Facebook, you can reach hundreds of thousands of people with the most targeted interest in what you have to offer. And with that, you can have exactly who you want in your business. Now, there are various ways to reach out to these people, but I'll be teaching you a few simple methods that I personally used to generate loads of cash on demand in less than 30 days. And if you implement what I'm going to be teaching you, then you'll be able to achieve the same success as well. But listen, my friend, before we get into the actual methods, which let me assure you anyone can do, whether you are new to Facebook or not, let me first give you some statistics to show you the real power of why you should be on Facebook marketing. As I stated before, at the time of making this video, Facebook is the number 2 most visited site after Google, and by now it's probably number 1. With Facebook, we have precise targeting options. There's over 1.3 billion monthly active Facebook users, and there's well over 680 million mobile Facebook users. The Facebook user base grew a whopping 22% in the year 2013, and it's still growing at monumental levels. 48% of users log into the site every single day, and the users average at 18 minutes per visit. So they're logging in every day. They're spending a ton of time there, and there are 72 million links being shared every single day. So the question is your link being shared? Is it being clicked on? Are you strategically using Facebook to drive traffic and generate sales? Well, in order to effectively market on Facebook, there are a few techniques you need to understand, and that's what I'll be teaching you. Okay, so to get started, you need to first log into your Facebook account. If for some reason you don't have a Facebook account, I suggest you create one. Once you logged into your account, in the Facebook search bar, type in a keyword or phrase connected to your niche or offer. For an example, we'll be using the phrase work from home. A drop-down menu will then appear. Click on the blue and white magnifying glass symbol at the bottom of the menu. On the next screen, click on the More tab. You will find it at the top of the page, just below the Facebook search bar to the right. A drop-down menu will then appear. In the drop-down menu, click on the Groups tab. You will now see a list of groups you can join. Some of them will be closed groups and some of them will be public groups. Through my own personal experience, I found that you are more likely to get accepted into public groups quicker. Make sure that the groups you decide to join has at least 5,000 members in them. To safeguard your account from being suspended by Facebook, I suggest that you do not join more than 5 groups per day. As soon as your request to join the group has been approved, open up the Groups page and click on the Members tab at the top of the page. This will bring up a page with all the members of the group. Now what you want to do next is select and click on a member's profile. This will bring up the Facebook profile. At this point, you will then click on the About tab at the top of the page. Here you will find some useful information like work and education, places they lived, contact and basic info, family and relationships, details about them, and life events. Make a note of all the information, as it will be useful when doing bridge marketing. I will explain bridge marketing in more detail later. After you have gone through and made a note of all the about information, and you've established that this person would be a good match for your offer, You can then send them a friend request by clicking the Add Friend tab. To safeguard your account, try not to send more than 10 to 15 friend requests per day. Now it's time to move on to one of my favorite techniques. In this section, you will learn how to customize your offer to fit your target market, known as bridge marketing. So what is bridge marketing exactly? Well, maybe you heard the term bridging the gap. You see, a bridge serves the purpose of helping people get across a gap, and this is necessary every single day in business. You and your products on one side of the gap, and your customers on the other side of the gap. The bridge is your effective pitch to get them across so that you can make the sale. The key to a successful bridge is to tailor your pitch to meet their needs, to create a bridge that meets their needs and that solves their problems. So basically, the better you get at matching your products, services, and opportunities with what your customer is looking for, the more effective you will be at marketing and through this generate more sales. So let me give you some examples of good and bad bridge marketing, as this will help increase your effectiveness. So we're going to start by answering the question, so what do you do? Example 1. Target audience, stay-at-home moms. Let's say your target audience was stay-at-home moms, and you're chatting with one of them, and they ask you, what do you do? And you respond like this, I teach people how to optimize their websites to rank on the first page of Google. Versus, I help stay-at-home parents earn extra income online so they can spend more time with their kids without having to leave home for a job each day. So which one would be a better match for somebody who's a stay-at-home mom? If you blended in and added something to do with parenting or moms, or gave an example of another mom, that's bridge marketing. Example 2. Target audience, real estate agents. Let's say you are talking to a real estate agent and they ask you, so what do you do? And you say, I teach people how to blog and get paid lots of money. Versus, I help real estate agents find more buyers and sellers by helping them show up on the first page of Google. Now I'm not saying one is better than the other, but which one do you think is a more effective bridge to bring the real estate agent over that gap? Example 3. Target audience, network marketers. So you're chatting with someone who's into network marketing, and they ask you, so what do you do? And your reply is, my company has the best compensation plan in the entire industry, and the products are changing lives and curing world hunger. Versus, I help network marketers create more traffic, capture more leads, and convert more sales for their business by using Facebook ads. These are just examples, but what if you came to them and you bridged your offer? You tailored it to them, you made it so that it's something they really want. Give them something to help them do what they're already doing. You want to match your pitch to their desires the best that you possibly can. Okay, so clearly the examples are endless, and I'm not suggesting that these are actual pitches that you would use. My point is simply that your results will increase significantly when you apply proper bridge marketing. You want to match your pitch to their desires the best that you possibly can. So with that foundation, it's time to move on to the Facebook chat method. So my friend, are you ready to take your Facebook conversations to the next level? I guarantee you, by following these simple tips, you're going to take your success to a whole new level. Okay, so what exactly is the Facebook chat method? Well, you send messages to potential prospects using Facebook Messenger. The goal of these daily conversations is to get more leads and ultimately generate more sales. There are mainly two types of people you're going to connect with. Number 1, friends, and number 2, non-friends. With existing friends, your conversations can happen in real time. With non-friends, your conversations are more like back and forth Facebook emails. Both ways are effective, but the more prospects you can have as friends, the better. Which is why in the beginning of this video tutorial, I showed you how to get some high quality friends on Facebook early on. This gives you the ability to convert sales in real time. You can have loads of prospects and instantly start up conversations with them. This can be highly effective. The following are 10 Facebook chat tips. And my goal here is to help you improve your conversions so you can create more traffic, capture more leads, and convert more sales. Facebook chat tip number 1. Staying focused. It's easy to waste time on Facebook. You do not want to do this. When you get on Facebook, you need to know exactly what it is that you want to do. Check your messages and reply to them. You can spend about 30 minutes a day doing this while staying focused, and that's how you stay in the game with income-producing activities. Facebook chat tip number 2. Turning off and on chat. I always have chat turned off. Why? Because I don't want to get distracted with random chat conversations while I'm in the middle of doing an income-producing activity. So I'll turn it off and turn it on again when I know I have 30 to 60 minutes that I'm going to dedicate to chat, and then I'll turn it off after that again. Even when it's off, you're still gonna get notifications in your messenger. Facebook chat tip number 3. Research your prospects. Now this is where most people go wrong. Instead of just chatting with somebody and thinking, hey, this person looks like a sharp guy, click on their profile and go to their About section. See if they have a website or maybe they have a blog, and in 10 seconds you can learn a lot of information about them. Then when you start having a message with them, make it about their website or something they are into based on their website. Now that brings me to Facebook chat tip number 4. Facebook chat tip number 4. Using bridge marketing. Don't just blast your message out to people. You got to use bridge marketing. Look at their profile or their website, and look at what desired result you want them to take, and you then try to come up with a bridge. Think about how to tailor your pitch to fit their needs. Facebook chat tip number 5. Effective icebreakers. Now the way to be effective with an icebreaker is to make it about them, not you. Instead of blasting your stuff on them, why not ask them a question, or compliment them on something? Bring up something about their website or a common interest you might have. Facebook chat tip number 6. Answering questions. You will definitely get questions, and what I love about Facebook chat is that you have time to carefully craft your answers. When you're online, you don't have to respond instantly like when you're having a telephone conversation. You can take a moment and think about your answer, maybe even do some research and then answer. Now I'm not saying that you should spend all day on this, just that there's no need to rush your answer if you don't know. So take a minute, get the information, formulate it, and answer the question. Facebook chat tip number 7. Overcoming objections. I overcome objections before they ever come up. When you get objections all the time, then that means there's something happening in your pitch that's bringing on objections. What you want to do is you want to overcome them in advance. So if you're giving people your links and they're not clicking on it, something is an objection, and you've got to find out what it is and overcome it before giving them your link. Or if you're telling them about your company and suddenly they're losing interest or they have an objection, then you know that something is wrong. What you want to do is you want to bring that up in advance, prior to them bringing it up to you. As long as you stay in control by overcoming objections before the objections are brought to you, you're going to have a lot more success with your Facebook chats. Facebook chat tip number 8. Multiple conversations. I never have just one conversation at a time. I have at least 30 and sometimes even 50 at a time. I know it sounds crazy, but it's because sometimes people don't respond right away and you don't have time to waste waiting for people to respond. I like to be efficient, so you can have multiple chats going on. That means I can have 30 to 50 quality conversations and be able to oftentimes recruit 5 to 10 people into a business or product in a single night. Take note of this golden nugget, as that's how I've been able to dominate, okay? Facebook chat tip number 9. Converting chats to sales. At some point, you've got to stop chatting and start converting. When the person you're chatting to starts showing an interest and asking buying questions, you have to learn to move that to a sales pitch and move it to business. You can't be afraid of rejection. Remember what I said in the introduction video? It's important that you clearly establish your goal and vision in your mind and have that goal and vision be your driving force that keeps you motivated no matter the obstacles that come in your way. So you tell them, look, I've shared a lot with you. Is there anything stopping you from taking action today? Based on what I've shown you, do you have any objections? Is there any obstacles to us partnering up and doing business together? You got to start asking questions that are leading and convert those chats to sales. Facebook chat tip number 10. Improve your typing speed. Now this one might sound funny, but I'm about 5 times more efficient with my Facebook chatting than I ever was, simply because I spent a little bit of time each day with a little typing program where I improved my speed. There's a game on Facebook called Typing Maniac, and I played it for about 20 minutes every day. It's fun, and through it I learned how to increase my typing speed. My typing speed literally tripled, and it has allowed me to be far more effective with the methods I shared with you. So it's definitely not a joke. It's worth improving your typing speed. Okay, so listen, my friend. I know the methods that I shared with you may seem really simple, and the truth is, it is very, very simple. In actual fact, these methods are so easy that a complete novice can start making a huge success by simply taking action to implement it. Honestly, I find a lot of so-called gurus out there will try and sell you the most complicated, beating around the bush type of methods, promising you some over-the-top results. But at the end of the day, these other methods are so unbelievably complicated that just trying to understand it can cause so much frustration that you'll just end up giving up. My friend, the truth is, to be successful online is not that complicated. Just remember this. A lot of the time, the most simplest of actions can yield the greatest results. Okay, so in the final video below, I will reveal to you the 3 most important criteria to always look for when choosing a product or opportunity to promote. If you really want to be successful online, these 3 criteria are of critical importance. I will also reveal to you the actual opportunity that I promoted, which together with the methods that I shared with you, allowed me to become a top income earner and generate loads of cash on demand in less than 30 days. And with that, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.